Hi everyone, it's Don and I hope you're having a fantastic day. Well, happy Canada Day everybody. But unfortunately I have a rather disturbing story today, so if you have little children you might want to not let them watch this video. But it's something we should always cover. It is a 7-year-old boy and his mother went overboard. This story takes place off the coast of Switzerland, well, more Poland than Switzerland, but it's on one of those large ferries that look like cruise ships. They are partially cruise ship, partially ferry. They're large ships. They're from the Stena line. I believe it's called the Stena Spirit. And it was on a sailing from Switzerland over to Poland when people saw and heard a 7-year-old boy go in the water. And moments later, the boy's mother also went into the ocean. Emergency bells rang out, boys' flares were thrown, the ship came to a stop. The trouble is, those waters are ice cold. They're very frigid waters, and it does not take long for your arms and extremities to go completely numb to the point where you can no longer move them or feel them, and you don't last long in waters like that. They launched Coast Guard, they launched even a helicopter from NATO, and they did find the mother about 53 minutes after the emergency call first went out, and then they found her son about 7 to 10 minutes later. They were both airlifted right away to hospital. Unfortunately, they did not make it, which is really not a surprise with the kind of temperatures that those waters would be, and they had to have been in there almost an hour. The very, very slim chance of anyone making it through that if you're not in a full wet suit or something like that. The thing is, it gets even a little bit weirder from there, shall we say, because the police have launched an investigation. Now, it's not an investigation that you would expect. Oh, how did they fall overboard or anything like? They've started an actual police investigation under murder. That's right. And there's only a couple of scenarios that works out to be. One of them is, somebody tossed the boy in and the mother went in to save him, or what they seem to be, because the police have also come out and said that they don't have any suspects right now or anybody in custody or anything like that. It almost is like a combination of mother throwing the boy and going in herself, if you know what I mean. It's either, in any situation, this is a tragic story that obviously, we don't know what brought somebody to do something like this, and that's just people speculating right now. I want to make that clear. We have no firm thing from the police. But when they say that they don't have anybody under investigation and it's that kind of a charge, in this situation, it kind of looks like self-induced, unfortunately, for the child as well. It's one of those things that you cannot prepare for, and a lot of people on the cruise lines, when we go to these countries, we will often take a cruise around the area, for instance, Norway, and then we will jump on, or Greece, for example, and then we will jump on one of the ferries to go to different islands and different locations, and we'll jump on these 1 and 2 and 3 day ferry cruises as another part of our cruise experience. And it just goes to show you really should always be careful. And again, if you have any thoughts out there of doing any harm to yourself or a loved one, or even just a passing thought of doing something like that, please reach out to somebody, reach out to a friend, reach out to a helpline. Just talk to somebody. Many times, just the act of talking to somebody is enough to get it out of your system and out of your mind, and you can get the help that you possibly can need, because we don't need any more stories like this in the news, especially in the cruise news industry. I hope you appreciate this type of video. It's not the happiest story out there, but I like to keep everybody informed. And as somebody who's lived in a situation where somebody has taken their life who was very close to me, I feel the more we put out there, the more we can keep an eye out for warning signs and encourage people to help, reach out for help if they have any thoughts whatsoever. Again, I hope you appreciate the content. If you did, please hit the thumbs up button. And until next time, please everybody, have yourself a safe and a great vacation.